Building in The Sims 4 can get so interesting. There are many things you can design and create. Since I've been making lots of shorts lately, I wanted to compile some of the building ones so you can find them all in one place. Number 1. Extreme monkey bars. Is your child sim fearless? Are they daring? Do they like to push the envelope? Well then, they have to try out this high-stakes monkey bar challenge. What is that exactly? You might be asking yourself. Well, it's not really a challenge or really anything, I guess. It's more fun for you since it looks extreme, but of course, this is The Sims. So there's not really any high stakes. Anywho, this is where you build a platform or balcony or building where you place the monkey bars down where there's a gap below the monkey bars. It makes it seem like your kids are very brave as they travel across the monkey bars, not giving a shizness about the giant gap. You could even incorporate this into some sort of obstacle course if that's how you like to play the game. Number 2. Natural pool pond. Have you ever wanted a natural pool pond?
A what?
You know, one of these. Now you can make one in Sims 4 base game. First, you make a pond. Next to the pond, you create a room, go to the second floor, and build a pool on top of the first floor. Delete that first floor. Now you can manipulate the pool to whatever size you want it to be. In addition, you'll be able to lower it into the pond. You need to make sure that the top of the walls are poking out of the pond. If the pool is too low, then your Sims won't be able to access it. To access the pool, you'll either need to ensure that the pool is at the edge of the pond, or you can build a walkway to it. Having a walkway actually mimics the docks that some people build for their natural pools in real life, like this one right here. Now all you gotta do is decorate it and enjoy. Number 3. Walk-in showers. I like it when walk-in showers are more open. That's why this build is perfect for your modern, up-to-date bathrooms. Let me show you how you can do that in The Sims 4. You'll need Discover University to be able to use this shower head. Firstly, you'll want to create a small room, like this. It can be any shape or any size, whatever you want. Next, you'll want to raise or lower the platform in the shower area. You don't have to do this, but it really does help define the space. You can put a window here if you want, or even a wall divider, sort of like this, or something like this. Maybe even something like this. I love placing bathtubs near this to mimic a real-life trend that I've been seeing on Pinterest, as well as plants. There's never enough plants. So, what does your dream walk-in shower look like? Number 4. Sandboxes. Your park needs a sandbox. Yeah, you heard me. Your park needs a sandbox. Good thing you can make one of those with base game items. All you gotta do is pick out a spot for your sandbox, then paint the ground with one of those sand texture terrain paints. Next, add a short fence around the whole thing and Bob's your uncle.
Or maybe he's not.
If you want to get fancy with it, you could use the train tools to raise the height of the train just slightly within the sandbox. It sort of gives it more dimension, but it's not necessary. Either way, your Sims will be able to play in the sand because of the sand terrain paint. This is perfect for parks or households that have toddlers or children. Just as a heads up, the sand from Island Living looks tempting, but I would not use it if you're making a sandbox, unless you want little crabs appearing in it. Number 5. Larger animal sheds. It's a darn shame that only one animal can fit in a shed with Sims 4 Cottage Living. But there's a way to make it so that it looks like your sim has a larger shed or barn type situation. Place your animal sheds onto your lot. You can place them in an L-shaped pattern or have them back to back. I like to have them back to back so that the building looks more like a traditional barn. Then you can build a fence around it and make a little yard and decorate the place. Don't forget you can include the chicken coop into this build so it's not just the cows or llamas in the barn. If you don't like this way of doing it, you can always size down an animal shed and attach it to another shed. If you do it like this, then you'll need to leave a bit of it sticking out so that you can still interact with the small shed. By the way, unfortunately, the animals will walk into walls or decorations. There isn't a way to stop this from happening. But either way, I still think that this idea is awesome. Number 6. Bigger aquariums! Sometimes a standard size aquarium just isn't good enough. That's why you should build a giant one instead. For this trick, you'll need to ensure that BB Move Objects is on, as well as BB Show Hidden Objects. There is also no base game aquarium. To begin, build the aquarium room, put in some windows. I personally like the full-length ones. Place some decorations within the tank. It's a smart idea to include larger decor items like large plants or rocks. Now it's time to stock your fish tanks with fish. Then go back into build mode. Size those fish tanks down by clicking on the open square bracket and place them within the large tank. It's a good idea to raise some of the regular sized tanks up off the ground by using the 9 key on your keyboard. Just make sure that the decorations hide the regular tanks. And blammo, there you go! You got a giant aquarium! Yeah! Number 7. Dog houses. I love giving my pets a space of their own. That's why I love creating dog houses for them in The Sims 4. I'm kinda confused as to why we didn't get dog houses with cats and dogs. Even though that would have been cool to have some pre-made dog houses
Or cat houses.
there's still a way to make one yourself. You do this by getting into build mode, then select the half wall you want to use. Just remember that it needs to be tall enough to fit one of the dog doors. Create your little room with that half wall, and then nearby, you'll need to create a room using a full-sized wall. Put a roof on the room with the regular-sized walls. Next, you'll drag this room down into the ground until the roof aligns with the smaller room. Now delete the room with the regular-sized walls. You'll want to pull the roof over so it's on top of the half-wall room. Place the dog door, a bed, and anything else you want inside. There you have it, a dog house! Number 8. Useful build tips. If you're a new simmer, this might help you out. There are a few build tips I would not be able to live without. Quickly go into build mode by hitting F2. If you want to go back to live mode, use F1. In addition, you can resize objects. You size something down by clicking the open square bracket on your keyboard. By clicking the closed square bracket, you can size up the object. Raise an object up by clicking 9, and lower the object by pressing 0. Go off the grid by holding Alt as you place something. Number 9. Skylights, yeah! Skylights are awesome, but they're kind of difficult to make in The Sims 4. Here's how I do it. First, you're going to place a roof here and copy it. Be sure to remove the ceiling or flooring so you can look through your skylight into the room rather than at a boring old floor. Grab the little side pieces and bring them in. You don't want anything to be intersecting anything else. Then you're going to place a half-gabled roof where you want your skylight to go. You'll want to make it look like it's a part of the pre-existing roof by mimicking how the other pieces look, and make it only one tile wide, so it's at the bottom part. Then you place another half-gabled roof on the other side. Extend it up so it matches with the rest of the roof. Put a third half-gabled roof on the side where the skylight is going. This piece will be the see-through one. Adjust everything until it looks like one roof. And don't be afraid to get creative with it. Number 10. Heart-shaped pools. Are you doing a Black Widow challenge? If you are, you need to have this pool for your sim. It's the perfect place for your Black Widow to relax after they're done their challenge. Place 2 octagonal pools next to each other. Now draw in the bottom of the heart using the free shape pool tool.
Free shape pool tool.
Expand the pool by dragging on these arrows.
There you go.
There are a few ways to make it more aesthetic if you want, like adding a roof to it, giving it an edge, or filling in the pool with pink water, or with the water with the rose petals. Number 11. Closets. Linen closets, pantries, coat closets. Is there any point to them in The Sims 4? Not really. If you do end up adding them, you might as well go all out and create a fancy coat closet. You start by placing a wall in front of the closet. Next, put a window on the wall. Delete that wall. Place a second window in front of the first one, so it looks like there's a glass sliding door that's kind of open. If you want to get super fancy, you can play around with cabinets and cupboards in your closet area, and you use a glass divider instead of a window. You can raise it up and size it down so it just looks, perfect. Number 12. Cool pool trims. The basic pool trims are, well, basic. Let's spice it up a bit. Build your pool. It could be any shape, any size, any which way you want. Next, recreate the shape on the ground next to it. Delete the walls. Add a tiny little room right next to your pool and go to the second floor. Drag the room up and attach it to this one. You can delete the tiny room now. Lower the floor until it's just slightly above the pool. Select a wall trim and apply it. Also put the fences around the edge. After you do that, you can delete the floor and add a ladder. Just make sure you have BB move objects on. There you go, a nice decorative pool. Number 13, quick build tips for flooring. Lastly, I got some more build tips, specifically about flooring, for all those players who love building the most. If you press Ctrl and F, you'll be able to place triangular flooring. This is useful for triangular builds or for various designs. To return to a full square, click Ctrl and F again. Just like in real life, rugs can get pricey in Sims 4. If you can't afford one, you can use a carpet to make it look like a rug. This is perfect for those rags to riches Let's Plays. You can click the angled bracket keys to rotate the flooring. This will allow you to create some cool looking checkerboard style floors. Talking about checkerboard style floors, don't forget you could literally use 2 or more different floors to create a checkerboard effect. I got some more shorts up my sleeve, so keep an eye out for them. It's been a ton of fun coming up with ideas and creating these short videos. Hopefully you've been enjoying them as well. Thank you for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye!